everybody? Back for another episode of The Long Dark. We're starting day 10 on our Stalker playthrough, and we're going to be exploring Mystery Lake. Okay. Our guy is talking about being hungry already, but our condition's full, so we're not too concerned. Not too concerned about being hungry. Take some charcoal. So I think we're going to drop off some of this gear. We're carrying a lot of gear that we're not going to really be needing all the time, so okay. So our plan here is to think we're storing stuff over here. Yep. So this drawer only holds 5 kilograms. 5 kilograms. Move these in there. And these as well. Now, where would we like to set up the gear? Do we want to put it in something? Put the stuff in the filing cabinet. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll put the stuff in this filing cabinet here. And being as we have some spray paint, let's just mark this so that we know we've got materials in here. I'll put the storage. It's perfect. Use the top drawer here. Yo, what's going on, man? What is going on? So we're gonna spray this just so we can remember that we've got some gear in here. And these hold 10 kilograms. Okay, so that's not bad. Be able to put some of the stuff away in here. Put that away. Put this away. Let's get some of this stuff off us here. 64 rose hips. Holy cow. Spray paint here. Got a couple of books on us here. And wow, that took a lot of damage. We should repair that before it becomes too broken. Take that off. Take these off. We don't need the rifle cleaning kit, I don't think, right now. So, I think what we'll do is we'll just put that in there for now. Actually, I should keep that one on us. Accelerant, bandages, good to have. Charcoal, we'll bring that along with us as well. Just gonna pop over here and grab some of that cloth, and we gotta fix up our earmuffs. Taking some damage. Must have been from maybe a wolf attack. Give this a repair here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Great day so far. 90%'s looking pretty good. We'll just keep it at that for now. Yeah, these boots. We do need to find some cured leather to make sure our feet don't get frozen. But everything else is still pretty good. Repair this a little bit. Perfect. I'm actually going to take a second here. We're going to repair that rifle. Now, if you have a rifle cleaning kit, I don't remember what percentage it raises once you clean it, but you do need to clean it in order to keep it running pretty well. All right, so it's 3%. Okay. I don't know what you get if you harvest your rifle. But either way, we're gonna repair this. We're gonna clean it up. Now, if your rifle or any weapon is damaged to a certain degree, you have a higher percentage of having the rifle jam on you when you go to shoot, and obviously you don't want that happening. And also another thing that I forgot they do in this game is now that our cleaning skill is 34, I think it started at 30, we're actually getting 1% more on top of what we were getting originally in terms of improvement when we clean every time. So we started at 3% and now we're getting 4%. So that's cool. Get this thing up to 90% is probably pretty safe, I'd say. Just take that rifle cleaning kit off us. Put away, I think we have that lantern on us as well, so why don't we just take a second here and just get everything all set up properly. Find ourselves our lantern, and we're just gonna fuel it. Gonna fill it up. Now the weight of the lantern does go up if you have more fuel in it, but we were carrying around the lantern fuel anyways, so it's not like it's not like you added any weight to your character. So, okay, we're looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. We've got a bunch of mushrooms. Maybe we want to take a second here as well. Prepare these mushrooms. Have some water. Okay. Now, what can we do with these? Reishi mushrooms that are ready to be boiled to make a natural drink with healing properties. Alright, so I do think that this might have been what we needed in terms of this or antibiotics to fight off that infection, but I'm not 100% sure. We got lucky and we found those antibiotics though, so. I think we've got, yeah, we'll move some of these painkillers off us. We probably want to bring those ones with us. Looking good. Cool. Let's head on out, guys. Have a little bit of food, and let's start our day. Now, today, and this stream in particular, we're going to be exploring a lot of Mystery Lake. Everything that I remember off by heart, we'll try and hit today. Pick up a couple sticks here. And I think heading downwards in this direction, there's a little path you can take that has a body with a backpack. But we'll definitely be using charcoal today because it's a great idea to mark up the map. Let's get ourselves this map uncovered. hear some wolves in the distance. How's sound quality? Still playing around with the levels, guys, a little bit, but can't really hear the wolves still. They're pretty quiet, so maybe as we get closer. But we'll play around with it. We'll get it right. Hello, hello. Looks like we've got 3 viewers right now. Thanks for stopping by. Playing the Long Dark. Day 10 of a Stalker playthrough. Got ourselves a rifle last stream, which is awesome. Now, I actually thought that the body was along this pathway, but I might have been wrong. Anyways, we'll go up here. We're not too far away from camp office. It's pretty foggy today. You can't really see too far. But nice and warm. Oh, this is right. Yeah, this is right. I believe the body's in the cave. Dave's quiet clearing. Unzip this bag. So Dave's quiet clearing didn't really have anything for us. Dave's quiet clearing is a landmark. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, we couldn't put it on the map because we've got low visibility with all this fog. And our guy can't figure out how to map it if he is in the fog. Now we're actually gonna head back out this way, and we're gonna see if we can find ourselves either the bunker that usually has a lot of good gear in it, but we also want to hit that trapper's homestead as soon as possible. Might be able to find ourselves a revolver there. But if I remember correctly, we're heading back towards the railroad, which is where we want to be going right now. Now, one really cool thing about this game is that it does show you your previous footprints. So if you ever want to retrace your steps, I don't remember how long these last, but you can see that I have walked this direction before, so I know that I'm actually walking back in the proper direction. This would be incredibly useful, say if you got stuck in a blizzard and you don't remember where you were and how to get back safely. You just retrace your steps. The music in this game is just incredible. Like, they do a great job of making you feel like you're actually alone. And that's why this game works so well, is you don't need multiplayer if you've got that desolate experience. And this game, with how they have it set up, would be a little bit probably too easy if it was multiplayer. But for a single player game, if you're looking for a fun single player game to experience on your own, this is an amazing game. So now that we're back to the camp office, we want to, it is not like, let's see what's necessary to make some traps. Because I'd love to start catching some rabbits. And with the rabbits, we can start to look into crafting options. So I think what we need, if I remember correctly, is some reclaimed wood, which is, you can get reclaimed wood sometimes just lying in buildings. I'm pretty sure, yep, if you break down chairs or tables or any items in the environment, you can actually use that reclaimed wood to make yourself some traps. You can only trap rabbits in this game. You can't trap deer or anything else, but snare. So we need some cured guts in order to make them. So what I think our main focus today should be to collect some cured guts and just get as much stuff curing as we can, whether it's hide or saplings or whatever else. That would be a great thing to prioritize. So we really need a bow, so I need some guts. So I think what we need to do is we need to find ourselves a deer, whether it's been killed already or not, but we can just get some cured guts that way. We can also get cured guts from rabbits, so that also is a great way to do it. So let's drop off some food. We don't need to be carrying around all this food. We're not going to be going to, like, Mystery Lake is pretty easy to navigate once you know the landing, the map layout, and if we carry light, we can bring home a lot of the items that we don't have. So it's a good idea right now, I think. We want to bring around bandages, antiseptic, antibiotics, just in case we do get approached and attacked by a wolf. Don't have to worry about dying out there. So always be prepared for fighting. You should always be carrying some sort of defense mechanism, as well as some remedies to make sure you're not going to bleed out. Or I don't think you really need to carry around antibiotics. Painkillers would be useful, but antibiotics, as long as you can make it back to where you call home in time, then you can definitely fight off an infection or illness. Now, do I still have a book on me, or did I just put them all away? Ooh, this would be a great thing to start reading. Get a little bit of knowledge in. One more hour. Perfect. Now, it's quite dark, but we did fill up the lantern, so that's perfect. Head on upstairs and have a little nap. Now, pretty tired, so we should be able to sleep a lot of the night. And we'll get up super early the next day. Go find ourselves some deer. Alright, let's go. Got enough food? Yeah, we got enough food. Sleep a good old 10 hour full rest. Get some REM sleep. Alright, so we're a little bit ahead of the curve, but I think we're gonna start this day super early. The idea today is to cover some ground and to find some cured guts. Let's do a double check one last time to see if there's anything we don't need to bring. Actually, why don't we just eat a lot of this food? We're gonna be hunting deer and stuff soon. We're gonna have access to food. And this food's going bad anyways, so like eat it now. We'll just like fully stock up on food. Give us a lot of energy for the day. Because you need some energy. You're going to be carrying around, dead deer carcass. You're fighting off wolves. It's going to be a hectic day. Alright, I think we're looking good here. How are we doing for weight? We've got 5 kilograms, got about 12 pounds of empty space. We don't need to be carrying around this reclaimed wood. Let's put that away. It's over a pound. Might as well drop it off if we don't need it. As well as, you know, charcoal we're going to bring with us because we do plan on making some markings today. We don't need that many cans. We don't need this. And bring the sticks, bring the spray paint. We're not bringing the spray paint. We don't need our book as well. Now, I don't think that we're going to be able to see yet. It's still quite dark, but I do have a good memory of where we're going if we're going to go to Trapper's homestead first. So what we want to do, in order to get from from the campsite here, the camp office in Mystery Lake to Trapper's homestead, all you got to do is walk straight up here and walk until you get to the railroad. Just be careful, there are some wildlife along this pathway because it is these are two really great places to set up bases in this region. So the camp office is a great place to set up a base. The Trapper's homestead, another great place to set up a base. And I'm not totally sure if you're able to hear that, but we do have some wolves in this direction. So we're going to have to be pretty careful. Because if you're carrying a lantern or a torch or any light, you do become a little bit more obvious to wildlife. I actually think I might see a wolf there. Oh, okay. So this comes down to, do we want to take our first shot? I think we do. I think we want to make our presence known here. So if he keeps approaching, we're going to take a shot. I don't know if you can see, but his eyes are glowing there. Ah, we got him. We've got our first kill on stream. Got our first kill on stream. Headshot, let's go. We take those. We take those. Now, this is very important to remember. I don't know if you can see here, but we've got ourselves a rifle shell casing. Always pick these up. Do not forget them. Because now we can, later on in our playthrough, we can take this shell casing and we can go fill it back up. And here we've got our victim here. Already freezing. So this is what we're going to do. The day is still quite early. We're going to set ourselves up a fire here. And we're going to get all the meat. We're going to get the guts. We're going to get the hide. And... oh, we failed. Let's try that again. I believe it's dusting sulfur. I think there might be another ingredient that you need to use in order to fill the bullet back up to its original state. But yeah, dusting sulfur is that bagged stuff that you can bring. Wow. One thing about having a low campfire rating is that you do go through matches. But as we level this up, we'll have a better chance of actually being successful with starting a fire. This is exciting. I'm really glad we hit that shot. Okay, so an hour time isn't a whole lot, so we're just gonna we'll use the lantern. We're gonna find ourselves some more wood. And that fire is going to keep that wolf from getting frozen, which is perfect because if it's frozen, it does take a lot longer to This is gonna take 45 minutes. That fire should still keep going, because I think it was perfect. Yeah, they burn matches. They don't use any of the other materials, but they do use your match. But look at how gorgeous this game is. Like it's amazing. Amazing. Get this fuel on the fire. Now we've got a 5 hour burn here. So make use of what you got. Got a recycling can? Let's make some water. Let's get ourselves the hide. And the guts. We're gonna get more, but let's do that for now. Now, let's get ourselves some meat. We're gonna just get it all. Gonna get all this meat. Yeah, let's do it. 38 minutes. We're gonna harvest this entire wolf. And daytime's just starting. Look at this, guys. Look at this. How amazing is that? Oh. We'll drop some meat. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. We're gonna leave this for just for now. He might take that meat. He might take that meat. I'm surprised he was actually hanging around. But either way, the day is just starting. I actually wanted to cook that meat. So I don't know if that wolf is going to hang around the fire. I just don't want to use all of our ammo. I'm really planning on getting ourselves set up with a bow so that we could take out these wolves. Because using shell casings on wolves, I mean, the revolver can drop them in one hit if you can hit them in the head. So you want to save your rifle ammo for like the big game, like bear or moose. I mean deer if you have to, but I mean typically a bow is going to be a better option. Just in terms of saving your important materials, your resources. So what we want to do now, guys, we've got some guts. That was the big thing about that, because we need those guts. Did it drop? It dropped so the decoy, I'm actually quite surprised. The decoy was the gut, which I wish it was a piece of meat instead, but I understand why it did that. But anyways, we can start to get this, and depending on if that wolf is going to eat that gut, we can grab it when we go back there. Always keep your meat outside. This is a really important thing. Whether the meat is cooked or not, keep the meat outside. It's cold outside. It stays fresh longer. So just drop your meat outside. Doesn't matter if it's cooked or not. Another little fun fact is the meat has a percentage when it's raw, so it's 85%. If you cook it, even if that percentage is really low, it brings it back up to 100%. So if you want to wait until it's like 10% to maximize the length, you can do 10% and bring it back up to 100% after you cook it. So this meat will stay here now until it has a 0%. But then I think even if you have a cooking skill that's slightly advanced, I'm pretty sure you can cook 0% food and bring it back up to 100%. So let's go see if this wolf really wants to die. It's just really unfortunate because like I don't want to have to do this, but he's giving me no option. Do we do it? We'll always find more ammo in the stream, guys. We'll always find more ammo. Let's see if we can land another shot. Let's go. And just like that, just like that, we've got ourselves even more. Run this back in. We've got our first skill up. Awesome. Level 2 in carcass harvesting. And we're about to get a lot more experience as well because we have that whole wolf to skin. So we'll throw ourselves down here that wolf pelt and the other 2 guts. Move these guts. And all this stuff is curing. So we've got a deer and 2 wolf pelts, 3 sets of guts, all of these saplings here. Yeah, well, guys, we're doing really well. And another really great thing about doing what we just did is we killed a lot of the wolves probably in this area for right now, in this region, at least in terms of around the camp. And we're going to have a much easier trip to the homestead now. So we'll just get a little fire going so that we need some tinder. Okay. I think we can make it a tinder with some of what we might have here. As you level up your fire, you do not need to use tinder, which is helpful. It's just one less ingredient that you don't need. This is awesome. It's been a solid 30 minutes already. Get this fire going here. Let's go. Ah, come on. Okay, let's grab these feathers. Still super early in the day, guys. Oh man, that's so exciting. Let's get ourselves over to where we dropped. Am I seeing that right, guys? Is that fire still going? I knew it was a 5-hour fire, but like I thought that by now it would have been out. I thought we've done more than 5 hours of stuff. Here's the guts. Oh no, no guts. So it did take the guts. Okay. Did take the guts. Just gonna take a second here and warm up. And I think we're gonna leave that wolf, guys. Actually, why don't we make a cup of coffee? It's always really nice to start the day with a cup of coffee. Anybody who's having coffee today, right now, they already had their coffee, whatever. Cheers. We're gonna make some coffee in the long dark. Beautiful. Have a sip. And we get a bonus from this. So we're warming up. I actually think that it uses less energy as well. Yes, reduced fatigue. Beautiful. So we can run longer. We get less tired throughout our day if we have coffee. This is awesome. Now, that wolf is not gonna it's not gonna disappear by the time we get back, but wildlife might chew at it, so some of that meat might disappear. But we gathered what we wanted from it, so we want to just continue on our journey here. So we're gonna head down, and we're gonna find ourselves a trapper's homestead. This is a lot of fun. Having a great time on this already. This game is just so fun, and there's so much that I haven't experienced. There's so many regions that I haven't been, so as we develop this this playthrough, we're gonna get to experience all that together. So I just absolutely can't wait for Tales from the Far Territory to continue its path. I don't know if you guys can see this, but these wolves are really crazy here, and it's just Just like I don't want to use all of my rifle ammo already on these guys, but they're giving us really not a whole lot of options. I wonder if I throw this, it's almost dead. You know what I'm gonna try, guys? This playthrough is about learning. I'm looking for, do I not have a torch on me? I do have a torch. I'm not 100% sure if he could potentially still attack, but let's see what the rave is about these torches. Because it's one thing I don't ever really use. We got another one up here, and I do remember how to throw things now, so I wonder if we get too close to this guy and he tries to approach us. Wow. So this one down here sounded like he got scared off by the torch, but this one's really rabid. That's okay, he can follow us. Maybe this one is just make our way to Trapper's here. Trapper's Homestead. Oh, this one is interested now. I mean, doesn't seem like they want to engage. I'm assuming that's because I have a flare. I think that if I didn't have this flare going right now, that they would be trying to take me out. But luckily I have a torch, or a flare, so. Now as you come up here, we're still heading our way, heading down to Trapper's Homestead here, guys. I think this must have been something new, because I don't think you could find coal just kind of laying around everywhere. But I might be wrong. There's a couple of places now in this direction that we're going to be checking out. I really want to take care of that wolf. He must be waiting for this torch to burn out. I don't know why I keep calling it a torch. This flare. We've got another wolf here. I don't know if this one knows I'm here. That wolf seems quite passive. We got 3 wolves in this area. But I don't know if you can see that yet, guys, but just right there looking straight ahead, that's your Trapper's Homestead. And this is another location where you can find a rifle. This is usually where I find the rifle. So we might end up with 2 rifles. We'll have to see. Obviously we're not going to need 2. But it's always good to have or know where you have materials or tools laying around. I'd like to map this location out, but I won't be able to do that with him chasing me, so. I was thinking maybe if I Hail Married that, would have been enough to scare him away, but doesn't look like it. we don't have that pry bar. No rifle. So usually the rifle would be here. See what else we got though. So there's a can opener, which is really cool. That just helps you open cans and you get more food. This is a fantastic source of high calorie food, and it's quite light for the amount of calories you get from it. So this is a great food item if you want to carry light, not attract any wildlife on you, and yeah, we got some more. Got some more rifle ammo. That's super helpful. Another 5 rounds. Did I pick up that other shell casing? I did. We got ourselves a revolver. We got ourselves a revolver. That's awesome. 79% as well. That's incredible. So we've got ourselves now the revolver and a rifle. I think we got a lot more revolver ammo than we do rifle ammo, so we can start taking out these wolves around this area with that revolver instead, and save that rifle for the bears and the moose. Yeah, we're loaded up. We have got a lot going on now, which is amazing. But this is a fantastic place, though. If you're new to the Long Dark and you're looking to make a base, this is a great place. You've got shelter, you have a stove. There's tons of wildlife around the area, like rabbits and deer. Obviously, you have great drop chances with a rifle spawn or a revolver spawn. You have a workbench as well, if you want to make some tools. It's incredible. Now, got ourselves a magnifying glass. Got a lot of great items here. Now, this is really cool, because I don't know if I've ever really had to use this, but I'd like to just try things. So, we'll see if we can get a fire started later during the day if it's sunny with this magnifying glass instead of having to use a match. Now this is really cool. I'm pretty sure I just spin this until I feel it click. So we'll have to see if we can get this open here. Just going really slow to figure out kind of what our first number is here. So we're looking at like 30, 36, 37. Oh, okay, so that first number is like 36. And the next one was quite close as well. 36, 34. And what have we got next here? So like 49-ish. So what you want to do is your first number, once you're past 0, you got to go clockwise. I think the number is different every time. So your first number is clockwise, your second number is counterclockwise, so you go backwards, and then your third number is going to be clockwise again, which I think was... Haha, we got it open. What do we got? Whoa. Manufactured boot inspired by the traditional hunter's footwear. Designed for mobility and warmth using leather and fur, you can stay warm and move quickly. We just found some great boots, guys. Got some more food as well. But those mucklucks are incredible. Let's take a look. So right now, we got a 1.1, a 0.5. So these boots are better for sprint, warmer, less wind chill, more water resistant for the same weight. we're gonna be wearing these. Look at how cool those boots look, guys. Those look warm, and they look like you could run like a marathon in those pretty good. Now, those other boots are quite heavy. I mean, they're the same weight, but if we're not gonna be wearing these, we're just gonna pop these up on here. Keep track of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a revolver, we got everything we need. Let's see what we got in here. Emergency stim. Emergency stim is nice. I don't know if I've ever had to use an emergency stim, but I really want to craft. I'd love to be able to craft something. So let's make some hooks. It's good for fishing. And we can't make that snare yet because we need the reclaimed wood and the cured gut. But I do think that we ended up picking up a snare that was laying on the table. So what you want to do now is to make use of a snare, you want to figure out where a high traffic area is with rabbits. And obviously the closer to your base the better. So do you think that this location up here is pretty good for setting up some snares to catch some rabbits? But I'm going to show you an even better spot that's still quite close. I'll show you where I always put my snares. I'm having a lot of fun on this stream. This is so fun. Gonna head down here. Oh, hang on. Let's take a second here, guys, and let's just see if we're able to mark this while we're not freezing out here. The weather's still quite tame. We've got the barn marked, but not Trapper's Homestead, so I'm just gonna get in a little bit closer again. Just gonna mark this area. There we go. Now it's really cool because you can actually see on the map, it's gonna mark a couple spots for you as you plan out where the map is. And I think that this is something that you really have to consider when you're playing this game, is you want to know where materials are. So that's why surveying the area is super important, because we just learned, like, I did not know that there's a backpack up here, so let's go find it. You can't put waypoints or anything on the map. It is just, you have to use your eyes and just coordinate with where you came from to where you're going. I think that backpack's going to be up here somewhere. Now, pick up some sticks here. So we've got that. We've got the beard lichen right here, which was marked on the map. The Rabbit Grove. So yeah, I think that backpack was a little bit maybe this direction. Those two rabbits there are actually making me think that it might be worth putting the snare here as well, because it is very close. So why don't we do that? So I think in order to plant a snare, you just find it in your inventory and go use, and then you can see this is what a snare looks like. You just want to put it in a high traffic area here. So I'm gonna try that. Now we'll come back in a game day or two and see if we were able to catch one of those rabbits. I'm gonna load up that pistol. quick draw. Now, where I'm looking right here, a moose can spawn here. I have seen a moose here before, which is another reason why it's a fantastic place to set up a base, short term, long term. Sometimes there's stuff in here, but this playthrough it's empty. Sometimes you can find a deer carcass there. If you come around this corner, this is up in this direction is usually where I set up my snares. Up by that tree there. You can see a bunch of rabbits running around. Don't want to be using pistol ammo on rabbits, so just use stones or snares to get them. Let's show you what I meant earlier. See if we can get ourselves a rabbit here. So you want to get in just close enough that you don't scare him away. Gotta line up your shot. Now, in order to actually catch him, when you hit him with the stone, he gets knocked out for a couple brief seconds, and you gotta get over to him and pick him up. Because if you don't in time, he'll just get up and run away. So we're just trying to get close enough that my stone accuracy will be good enough to hit him. We got him. This is always a sad moment, you know, but we just make it quick. Just make it quick. And now we've got ourselves a rabbit. Let's try and bring back one more rabbit. Now these wolves are gonna start getting attracted to us because we're a little bit our scent level should be a little bit higher now. Wow, I'm having fantastic luck with my throws. My aim is on point today. So we got ourselves 2 rabbits. Take these back to the homestead. Now we can start running. Get ourselves some rabbit pelt, some more guts. I'm really looking forward to the Tales of the Forgotten Far Territory because they're just adding a lot of great things. The trader, more items, couple new tools, obviously new regions. They talked about new gameplay mechanisms. So that's all going to be really exciting to dive into when it's actually a little bit more developed than it is right now. Trapper's Homestead. We're back home. Now the weight of rabbits, like every creature has a different weight. So the heavier it is, the more meat you get. That goes the same for bears, moose, deer, everything. They can vary in different amounts of just in size. So we harvested that rabbit. This one's much smaller. Now we're gonna bring that. No, we'll leave this meat outside. Head inside, Throw these rabbit pelts down. And these guts. Have a little bit of food. We got water on us still? Yep. Awesome. And nighttime's coming. We still got a little bit of daylight. You want to make use of that as much as you can. So, the next day here we're going to head this direction. We're going to take a look and see what we can find in that direction. I think there actually might be a bow spawn. Not saying we're going to find it there, but that's actually a possibility as well. But then we're going to have to get arrows. Arrows are going to be just as much of a battle in this game as finding a bow or creating a bow, because those arrowheads are... I think to make arrowheads you need to go to a specific place if you don't find built arrows already. So I think what we can do actually is, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if we brought, have I put anything in anywhere in this place yet? I don't think so. I think I might have left the book back at, we can do this though. So that's a gunsmithing book. I thought we had, is this the one I was reading? We can read that one as well. I think what we're going to do is read this book then. And it looks like, if you see here, that's how much we've worked on that rifle already, you know, 80% or so. When we read this book, it shows that that bar is going to be complete. So this book will level us into level 2. And then we can find out what kind of benefits we get from that. We should be able to read one more hour. I don't think we can squeeze one more hour, but let's try, because we're not going to lose anything. Wow, we got it. So we only have to read one more hour of that book, guys, and then we're complete with that already. So have a little bit more food. And we're all nice and tired for a great night's sleep. It's a good productive day. Killed some wolves. Found ourselves a rifle. Magnifying glass. Made it to Trapper's Homestead. Where are we here? Okay, here we go. So let's get ourselves, have a little bit more food. Stay hydrated. "11 days, 17 hours, and 45 minutes. We're starting off the day. Sun's just starting to rise. Let's step outside. Now all of this stuff is going to be curing. Wow. It's very cold, but not anything I'm too concerned about. But look at the view, you know? Very scenic. We got ourselves a rabbit in the snare, guys. Our first snail our first our first snare kill. Awesome. Just pick him up, and there is a chance that when you catch a rabbit, it will break the snare. But in this case it did not, so we can set it back up. Might as well take this a little bit of time to quickly harvest this rabbit so we can get that pelt curing as we're gone for the day. Find ourselves a little 1.5 kilogram rabbit here. You can use your hands to break this stuff down, but I'm just doing things quite quickly. Now, break the guts, put the guts down. Spread the stuff out, not like you have to, but just so you can see what you got. Take the meat outside. Throw the meat in the pile. And let's be on our way. So it's warmed up a little bit. We're carrying some food, and we're carrying a little bit of water. So when we come back today, back to Trappers, we will get ourselves some water. So we're just gonna head in this direction. Just gotta be careful not to sprain my ankle here. Look at that. We did sprain our ankle climbing that hill. But luckily, we've got some painkillers. I think I might have to use a bandage on that. So that was a big waste. Okay. We need to use some painkillers or wait the time. I think I hear a deer. Now, if we just wait this out, which I think is worth doing. Oh, we still have to take those. Or let it heal on its own. Over time. Okay. So we're just gonna leave it. I don't think it's the end of the world. Just take a second here. Mark the area. There's a green maple sapling on the map there. Looks like it's off to this side here. Yep, right there. We're gonna pick that up. We're gonna pick this up. It's always good to have more. Now these do grow back. They take a very long time to grow back. Will grow back in the same location. Surprised I don't see any deer. I remember hearing or reading that they'll be adding another bird in this game as well that you can hunt. and it'll give resources of something that you can use to craft. So just adding anything to this game will be pretty awesome. I think I am moving in a direction of another landmark. I'm just not 100% sure where that is yet, so we'll just keep moving. We want to head right now, I think. We're probably above everything. Okay, guys, so where we're coming towards here, that little outpost down there. Okay, interesting. That little outpost down there, you can sometimes find a bow there. But as you can tell, we've got a mighty bear patrolling. So we can play this a couple different ways. And as you can tell, I just loaded up the rifle, so that's one option. Another option is to just stay passive. And we don't need to engage unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't think you can one-shot a bear. So you better have a plan. All these bones here to show you that there is a bear, I believe. So it's low visibility. Just trying to make use of this here. He could be coming back, but we're just gonna try and get over to this. There's a deer there that's downed. Guys, we found ourselves a bow. The only thing is it's 34% condition. But the great thing about it is you can use saplings to repair it. So we have a sapling back in our base that we can use. But we've got ourselves a bow now as well. Another axe. Pick it up just because. I don't see that bear yet, so we're looking good in that regard. You can potentially find arrows around. Actually, I think sometimes the arrows are in those deer corpses that are... I don't want to go too far right now. And I don't think we're going to be able to mark this because of low visibility now. So we'll have to come back unless... I don't know where that bear went. Yeah, I don't know where that bear went. So we're gonna get out of there. We found ourselves a bow, which is amazing. I'm gonna really hope that if we can get a chance to check out that deer, that there would potentially be some arrows in that deer's body. I really don't want to leave because we're already here. I'm just trying to think what makes the most sense to do. Because we can come back, it's not like it's really too far away. I wonder if we can shoot the bear from up here. This might be a little bit more of a battle for him to try and get to us. Like, if I could see him right now, I would probably take the shot. But unfortunately, we can't. It could be due to visibility, but it could also be that we're just not... he's moved out of this area a little bit, so... I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back here the next day. Just going to unload this stuff back at camp. We'll pick up some wood along the way, have a fire, make some water. I think we want to head this direction. I'm hearing wolves again. Hearing some wolves. I mean, if I have to, I will. Like, we've got enough distance to move that... I think going uphill, he'll probably gain on us, and he could potentially want to fight us. Wolf is still following. We might actually get cornered here. We're almost back to trappers. I don't really think I've picked up a whole lot of wood to get a fire going. I don't really know what this wolf's deal is, but he's about to get popped, I think. Because I'm not scared of him. Not scared of that wolf. I really do want to go back there and see if we can find ourselves some arrows, because that would be so awesome. Is he still gonna keep coming? Okay. We're gonna make some water. We're gonna start a fire as well. I think, oh, I was gonna say, I think this wolf needs to die. But it looks like, looks like he doesn't approach too much further. Throw some sticks. Cook some water. Cook some of this rabbit. Work on our cooking skill a little bit. And then while this cooks, have a little bit of this. While this cooks, we can read that book. Finish this book off. We healed our pain. We boiled some water. And whoops. Cook some more water. I did screw that rabbit meat up. Thought it had longer cook time, but that one does. I think I'm just gonna end this guy's life. I hit him. I hit him and he will bleed out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that shot hit him. So, in a day, maybe this same day, maybe in a day or two, he'll bleed out. Maybe we'll find his body, maybe not. But you can follow that trail, usually, and find out where they bleed out. So we're 3 for 3 for shots. It's pretty good. Do I have another book to read? We can throw that book in the fire now, just so we don't have to keep carrying it around. Gunsmith thing book? Ah, why not? We burn that meat again. That's alright. No big deal. Still like really focused, and the weather's cleared up a little bit, and there's like still a couple hours before nighttime, so I'm starting to think that we can pop in here. You can hear those wolves, yeah. They were pretty loud. Put this down. Put this down. Put this down. And this. And this. And that. Maybe I should have put the bow on the table first. That thing's huge. Not the best layout here, guys, but Everything's curing really well. I don't need to carry around a hacksaw right now. Travel as light as you can. Bring the essentials. We're gonna head out real quick back to that location we just came from. Yeah, I'll try and do it really, really quickly. And now running really hurts your sprint. If you can see bottom left corner there. This is why you only want to sprint if it's absolutely necessary, or if you're trying to burn through your fatigue bar. It's a dead deer here. We want that deer pelt. Not necessarily. We don't really need the meat. Still not struggling with food. We've had a lot of items we've picked up. But you always want to take the feathers because eventually we will need those. Not nearly as many as I picked up, but that's okay. Take that deer hide. Now I don't know if it's this direction. So I think we went all the way around and then came down to it last time. I think if we just head this direction, we might be able to find that. A little bit quicker. I don't want to get stuck out here because I do know that there's that black bear that was circling the area before. I'm gonna hold off on that right now. I think just over this hill should be where we're trying to get. Do we see the bear? The bear is over there. Where is that body, that deer body? Do we see it somewhere? I'm looking for the crows right now. Okay. So they're circling the body. There's the bear. We're not going to try that, guys. But we did get one arrow, and that's huge. It's going to help us. But I don't think we're going to push our luck too much here. We got what we came here for. I think the last thing I'm going to do, because I think we got a chance, is go up here, crouch down, survey this area. Now we've got that marked on our map here. And we're gonna get out of here. Oh yeah. It's an amazing looking game. Wonder where that wolf ended up dying. I think what our plan is going to be, now that we were able to pick up the bow and an arrow and the revolver, is we'll go back to Trapper's Island. We're going to wait out the rest of the cure time, I think, for the rabbit skins. Maybe not. We'll see, depending on how long that. I don't want us to have to wait here too long. But we're going to head back to the camp, because I'd like to do some fishing. We've collected a lot of pelts already, and they're all curing. We still have that wolf that we killed earlier. That's probably been picked apart now by wildlife, but we can take a look and see. Now, being as it's still bright and I'm not freezing, I'm gonna use my axe and cut down some really good wood. So now we have a lot of high quality wood there that will burn for a very long time. Sticks are only good for like just being able to immediately pick it up, but if you want a long burning quality fire, you want to use a hatchet to cut up these actual limbs here. I might actually take another one. Now we have a lot of wood, because you can harvest it and just throw it on the ground and it'll be there for you. This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. We've gotten pretty far already in this stream. I think I hit my mic there. My bad, everybody. Probably scared you. Wonder what the condition is on that arrow. We're gonna make the fire inside here, guys. Let's have a nice fire inside. Drop that deer pelt. Now, also another thing I want to point out here is the top right corner. You can see chance of success. Using a stick is a better chance of actually having the fire start, like over top of using fir firewood. But fir firewood is absolutely amazing because of how long it burns. So you want to get your fire started with basic materials like a stick first. I think this might vary as well depending on what kind of piece you're using to burn it, but I might be wrong. But we're gonna start this fire. start this fire again. Hey, Joe. Not having luck with that fire here. That'll be a great thing to level up though, because fire is important in this game. This is chance number 4 here. Joey, what are you doing to the fire? Hey? Why is the fire not started? Here we go. We've got fire. Throw some sticks. And a piece of fir. Firewood. Cook that water. And we're gonna cook this rabbit. So that can on the side there that shows up on like the right hand side of my screen, when you successfully cook anything and you pick it up off the burner or your stone when you're cooking at a fire pit, that's leveling up your cooking. I think you can level up your cooking also by cooking things like peaches, so let's try that because I'm not 100% sure. Yep. So you can level up your cooking, and also if you eat anything that you heated up over a fire, you get a warm up bonus. So if you're outside and you need to get a little bit more heat in your body, it's a good way to do it. Just want to keep making water here. So that's until melted. So we might, if we have a book, I don't know if we do. We have the gunsmithing book, right? Or did I put that away? I must have put that away somewhere. Take a torch. There it is. Now we can read. Right. So we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to wait this out. I'm going to boil this water. Hi, Joey. And yeah, that was boiled. Boil another liter of water. Won't be able to fully boil it unless we add some fuel to it, so there we go. And let's have a good night's sleep. We've got lots of extra water for the next couple days. I think we've dropped all the items that we want to cure. That arrow's 100%, so that's awesome. So we should be able to sleep for another 10 hours. Day 12, 20 hours in, 43 minutes. How are we doing on these hides? 12%, 58%. So, trying to think if there's other areas. There are small little areas that we can check around here still, so we'll do that. Have some water here. Can put the rest of the water just okay. Got a lot of sewing kits. Cool. We're traveling still kind of heavy though. Oh, it's all the wood. So put this wood away. Can't put the rest of it in, so drop these sticks. Or drop the firewood. Just put it up there. Perfect. Now we're traveling pretty light. Now, we should be able to mark in this weather. Might be able to find that wolf that we shot earlier as well. We'll just head in the direction it was running away from us. Could have a tiny little bit of food just to get the energy going. See, here at FFG we're just trying to have a good time. Play some fun games. Maybe teach you a couple things. Maybe you guys will teach us a couple things. Have a good time. Now, we're going to head over here because there is another little landmark I think we can discover. It's right at this guy's dead body over here. So, put this on the map. Max's last stand. Fortunately, Max didn't survive. And surprisingly enough, he doesn't have any loot for us. This is what we've got so far of Mystery Lake. I think we're gonna map out all of the fishing huts and stuff like that. Yeah, no kidding. That guy's pretty minimal. Face down in the frosted ground. So we've got that marked. That'd be kind of fun to kill a deer, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of fun. The only thing is we only have one arrow. So if you hit them, they bleed out from the arrow. It can take a while. It can take like a day, 2 days for them to bleed out. It's quicker with a gunshot. But we have that on the map now as well. So this is what we've got so far, guys. Can you guys see my cursor? You guys can't see my cursor. Okay, that's good to know. So, if we go straight from our camp office, which is right over here in that right corner, if we go from the camp office and we just head up a little bit straight, in this black area, kind of in the center, there should be a little storage bunker. I'm starting to think it might be cool. It's not a big deal if we leave this stuff here. I think that's fine. So I think we're gonna do a little bit of adventuring again. Yeah, the game is very big, and like you and I were talking earlier, I've only been through a couple of regions. I mean, I have an understanding of these regions, but there's a lot of this game that I haven't actually experienced myself. So I'm looking forward to just traveling in places I don't know. But we're definitely making some serious progress. We've found a lot of the items. We've got a lot of stuff curing. I mean, I say we've found a lot of the items, but we haven't crafted any items yet, so that's really cool. We've got some wolf kills. We've killed some rabbits now. We don't have a deer kill, a bear kill, or a moose kill, but that will definitely happen. But let's see if we can find this. I'm actually really curious to see if I can find it. It's just like a hatch. I'd say the hardest thing to craft in this game is just the moose cloak. You only need one. The moose satchel or the moose cloak. You only need one hide, but it's just finding a moose. That's why when we found that moose yesterday when we left Quonset Garage in Coastal Highway, that was a big thing. Very big. But I would say that that's probably like the rarest. So maybe. Are you watching outside? Stat window. Why don't? Oh, I actually forgot to do that last time. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at the progress we're making. Sounds like we got a wolf really close to us, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But let's pull that menu back up and let's take a look here. So we're on day 14, and we discovered Max's last stand. So we've seen 16% of the world, guys. That's it. And I don't know if that includes like I think we've seen 16% of the world, but I don't think we've mapped 16%. Because we've been a lot of places that we actually didn't make as, we didn't actually charcoal that onto the map. So I think you can also make notes, which is really cool in this game. Like if you wanted to say you had items at a particular place, that's like a super helpful thing. Like you could just pop in here and say like day 6, whatever items you left at whatever location. You can take a look and see these are the skills we've so far acquired. Level 2, we started cooking and fire starting. We've got our rifle already up to 2. Mending, which is repairing, that's already making some progress. Any notes that we found, we haven't collected any of that stuff. We've surveyed 10 out of 212 locations across all the regions. So that's a really good indication of how big this game truly is. I mean, we've been playing this playthrough now for probably 10 hours, and we've seen like the bare minimum of these locations so far. So this is actually really cool. I think this is a cool stat. So my longest playthrough, guys, I survived for 532 days. Then I think I did something really dumb. And that is the second easiest, I believe. I can't remember. That's Voyager. I don't remember if Voyager is above Pilgrim. I'm pretty sure it's Pilgrim, Voyager, Stalker, Interloper. So I think that actually would have been the second of the 4 difficulties. So I discovered 173 of those locations. I was actually working on the achievement that you can find that you map out all of the locations, all of the landmarks. And unfortunately, I think I slept outside, got stuck in a blizzard, and did something really dumb. It's really cool to see though. Like wildlife bow hits, I had 79. Revolver shots. Close encounters. I think this is a really cool thing to see. The fact that we've already had 24 wolf encounters. Wolf struggles, we've already had 3. Wow. Do you get anything for the collectibles? I think there might be an achievement to collect all of those notes, but I can't remember. So I killed, in my longest playthrough, I killed 11 bears. I only killed 1 moose. And I was attacked 4 times by a moose. I remember that. That was a traumatic experience. This is really cool to see. I'm just going to make sure I'm not freezing. Oh yeah, we're good. But that's where we're standing so far. We're already starting to make some headway. I think that I might have been wrong with my direction here. I think I want to head back to the camp office. It's coming around to midday. Got some wolves over here. Oh, I just like practically broke my ankle. I gotta wrap that up. Yeah, it is really cool to see that. I mean, the idea now is to just make it further in this playthrough than I did the last time. So 532 days is my max. Let's see if we can hit 1,000. I mean, I'm sure the you know what? Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this? I'll give you a chance. It looks like you want some of this. I'll come right. I had to shoot him twice. Looks like we're eating wolf tonight, everybody. But it was a nice warm day. We're gonna gut this thing. We're gonna gut it. We're gonna bring all of this back now with us. But we are gonna go back to Trappers really quick though. It's a little bit closer than the camp office. That thing is on our scent, so we're gonna just be quick. Yeah, no kidding. You can actually get rabies in this game. There's a lot of things that we haven't seen yet. There's parasites if you eat too much meat. There's cabin fever if you spend too much time indoors. Like, they did think about a lot of things that make you move in this game, progress in this game, and penalize you if you're just kind of hanging out in a building. So, also, that's not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch you do a playthrough and you're just kind of hanging out in the same region, same base. That's why we want to just keep moving. Make this interesting for you guys and for me. But I do want to learn. So I want to just do things that I normally wouldn't do. But we want to get all this meat back though. And it looks like we're starting to get into a lot of wind here. And it actually could turn into a blizzard. I mean, it's not really cold yet, so it's not anything to be worried about, but it's very windy. Just taking a look at our snare up there. It looks like we got another rabbit. Got ourselves another rabbit. I think that was everything. Looking good. Go grab that rabbit while we can. Snare is still alive and well. Seems to be a really good location to put snares. But it looks like we might have depleted the surrounding. Oh, he might be next. This little rabbit here might be next. Wow, that was a big rabbit. That was a big one. Drop that meat. And put down these guts. We've got a lot of stuff curing right now. Lots of guts and pelts. I definitely want to fish, so the idea now, guys, is going to be... Do I have another book on me to read? I feel like I ask this every time, but I just know I had so many books on me and I think I left them all somewhere, so... We're going to be able to read this book completely. We're going to be able to finish it today. So once we finish this book up, eat some dusty tomato soup. Should have saved my water, because that soup actually gives you some hydration as well. That's okay. Now, what were we doing? We were going to read that last page in the book. Alright, so we leveled, well, I don't know if we leveled up gunsmithing. We didn't level it up, but we did get some progress, so that is awesome. Just put this book somewhere. Use that as a fire starter next time. It's almost nighttime, which is great. We'll be able to get ourselves a good rest again. We carrying a lot of sticks? Yeah, we got some. Throw these sticks down. Whoops. There we go. Drop all the sticks. This is kind of like what you want to do in this game, is you just want to have like a preparation of stuff. You collect whatever, you put it where you remember where it is. You have some meat on hand, some water on hand. You be prepared for when you're going long trips. That's why I'm really happy they do have like a limit on how much you can carry, because if you could just carry around every single piece of item, every item that you found in this game, it would just make it too simple. Like, your best chances of dying are really if you get stuck in a blizzard, or you get attacked by wildlife, or if you're making a trek from one place to another and it's just It just didn't go right. You got lost. You couldn't see. Something like that. It's almost nighttime. I might go collect some wood because it's warm, and that'll be a good use of time. So any big pieces of wood around us right now, we'll try and gather. Now, when blizzards happen in this game, that's when these sticks regenerate, and that's also when large cedar limbs and fir limbs can fall from the trees as well. So, if you clear out a lot of the wood around your base, just wait for a blizzard to come through, and it'll take some trees, some tree branches down for you. We'll go up here and we'll grab this one as well. And we can have ourselves a good sleep after this. Oh, she's dark. Here we go. Head down this direction here. Oh, wow, guys, it's a hard thing to see. I'm squinting because I've got the ring light in my eyes as well. This is a stone, so I think we're quite close. Oh, I think this is it here. Yeah, we made it back. I've got matches. My lantern's out of oil. So when we do some fishing, the really cool thing about fishing is that when you cook fish, you get lantern oil from it. Depending on the size of the fish, it'll give you different amounts of oil. And then you can use that oil to fill up your lantern. Another really cool thing they added to this game. Drop all this wood. Yeah, it is really cool. Fishing's a lot of fun in this game because you can set up pretty well and see how big of a fish you can catch. It's also an amazing source of food, and it's quite simple. Just does take some time. Like, you can spend a full day fishing quite easily. So, I have a little bit more water, and we're gonna sleep. I feel like we've progressed in our days pretty good this stream. Trying to make use of all of the time in the day. Day 13, 19 hours in, 46 minutes. Gonna have some water. How far into the day are we? Quite a bit. 11%. Do we have anything that's like even remotely close? 90%, 90%. Okay, so we're gonna stay here one more day, and then we'll be able to make some rabbit gloves, I think. Rabbit gloves or a rabbit hat. We'll have to see what works the best. We'll start off the day by having a good fire. Yeah, there's been some really cool things this stream already. And we're gonna take this charcoal first. I don't want to use our iron unless we have to. Alright, so as you can see, it says it's too windy to start a fire there. So if we try starting a fire in a different direction, we should be okay. Looks like the wind's coming towards us over here, so if we put it back here, we should be good to go. Now the wind can change directions. You can change at any time. But currently, the wind is going the other direction, so we should be okay setting up a fire, making some water, cooking some of that meat. Leveled up our fire making there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Put that away. You don't ever want to eat raw meat. Make some more water. Get ourselves completely filled up. And cook some meat. Yeah, so what we want to do is just hang out here one more day. Those rabbit pelts should be good to go. We got ourselves that last rabbit, looks like. So this snare did a lot of work for us. And it's still together. Wow. Snares are quite a great item in this game. I don't think I've ever had this much luck with a snare before. Might have to move this. I'm assuming we'll most likely not get another rabbit there, but we'll try it. I would just break this thing down by the fire. How much time we got? 15 minutes and tons of time on that one. Harvest. We boiled that water. That's okay. This thing's almost ready. We're gonna eat a nice big piece of wolf. Oh yeah. Risk of internal parasites. So now, as you can see, we're running a little bit of a risk on that one. Let's get the details on that. Now, game meat from carnivorous animals may be infected with parasites. So avoid eating more meat from carnivores. So this is a really good way that they keep you balanced. You can't just kill a bunch of animals and then just have infinite supply of food. You have to be smart with how you're eating your food. You can just, to offset it, you can just eat some fish. So that's why it's good to have. Yep, that's even if the meat's cooked, you run the risk of parasites. But I think as you level up your cooking, the chances of getting parasites drops or becomes non-existent. I can't remember. So we've got some more meat on us still. 94%, we're quite close. Yeah, but we are going to be fishing, guys. We are going to be fishing soon. I ate some more meat. That's okay. I think it just increases your risk. So I'm pretty sure there's a bar on this thing. Yeah, so currently right now the risk is only 1%. So if you have to keep eating meat, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, you just don't want to be doing it if it's really, really close. So I actually think that if that risk turns into an affliction, it can actually be quite deadly. I don't know if it would be antibiotics that would save you or what, but I'm gonna pull this off and cook some more meat though. We're just working on our cooking right now. Cook these small pieces of meat. Fire's only got 10 minutes left, so throw some more wood on the fire there. $15 until that's boiled. Let's cook ourselves some more wolf. Pick this up. Why don't we cook some more? 43 minutes and 38 minutes. That's ready. And that's ready. And we got another hour. We'll boil some more water. We got enough time? No, we don't. Perfect, guys. We're just going to leave those cans there. It's not a big deal. Oh, I think that water might have actually been unsafe. There we go. Perfect. So we got lots of water. We got some cooked meat on us. I think rabbit meat, because a rabbit isn't carnivorous, that if you eat this, you probably don't risk parasites. So that's, I was always kind of interested, like why wouldn't you just, because the calorie count on a rabbit is so small, right? If you could bring a wolf down and get 12 pounds of meat, and you can only get 3 pounds from a rabbit, why would you not just kill wolves? But I think that that's actually a good reason to balance out killing rabbits kind of throughout the game as well, is that you can eat the meat and not be worried about getting parasites. We're going to test this theory. So you just ate another piece of meat. And our parasite level is still just 1%. So that's the case. That is really cool. I feel like they thought of a lot of things. They did have to put some thought into how they programmed this game, that's for sure. Very cool. Got an if method in there. If rabbit meat don't increase parasites. Alright. Do we want to bring that snare? We're going to leave the snare. But we're not going to leave it up, because we aren't going to be hanging out here. We're going to make what we can. Maybe a hat. Maybe some mitts. And we're going to be on our way back. We're going to lug all of that, all of those furs we're going to bring with us though. %, 59%, 99%. Let's take a look to see here. To make rabbit skin gloves, we need 4 rabbit skin. Okay. So these are great gloves, obviously. They're very warm. That hat is really good as well. But we also have, yeah, so these are craftable items. We can take the cured rabbit pelts or any of the cured hides that we're curing currently and make ourselves these items. I think what we want to focus on though is a wolfskin coat. Now, the benefits of a wolfskin coat, as you can see at the bottom there, is it can potentially, it has a chance to not, the wolves might not approach you. They might not get aggressive with you if you're wearing one. Not all the time, but it can give you a little bit more chance to have them not come and try and kill you. Now that bearskin coat, like this thing is incredible, but you need to kill 2 black bears just in order to make it. It's very heavy and it slows you down, but you're like, you become a brute with this thing. So that is actually such a cool idea. If you could find recipes in this game, that would be really cool. Whether it was random or even if they were set up to be in the same place every time, that would give you more incentive to travel. So there aren't any recipes that you can find currently, but Hinterland games should consider that, because that is a really cool idea. Even if it's like small little potions or items like temporary items, or that would be really cool. I also really like the idea of having items that have positives and negatives, because then you can kind of plan how you want to play the game. If you want to just hunt wildlife, you're going to want to have a lot of protection. You don't need to be quick. If you want to be really quick and not have a lot of protection, then you could just kind of build more of a character. But at the same time, I completely understand they kept this game like simple enough but complex enough that you do have to make decisions. So this is a moose hide satchel. This craftable item, you need 1 cured moose hide. It's an amazing item because it does boost your max carrying capacity by 5 kilograms. I think that works out to 12 pounds. So this gets put on in your accessory part of your character. So up in this corner here, like these are an accessory. This is obviously helping for warmth, but you could have a moose hide satchel here as well. And then our max carrying capacity would go to 35 kilograms. And that's a lot of extra weight to carry. I mean, that could be extra food, that could be an extra couple tools. It could also be the difference of wearing, like we just saw, a bear coat or not, right? Because that bear coat is 5 kilograms. So like if you have the bear coat and the moose hide satchel, it kind of evens out. So you have the incredible amount of protection and you're not getting burdened by the weight. So you do feel the sprint. You are still penalized with the sprint, but that's, you're not going to have to really run for much, and it actually says that, which is true. There's nothing harder than a bear yet. I mean, a moose is tough too, I guess, but a moose is the toughest. But when they add cougars and stuff, I could see why, if a cougar is really quickly running at you, then that bear skin coat might get you in trouble. But prepared birch bark. Let's make this because I've never made it before, and I'm curious to see if it's actually a red color tea or... we gotta make the tea still. Okay. Fishing tackle. Let's make some. We're gonna make some fishing tackle because we are gonna be fishing soon. So this is the perfect time to craft. 3 of those made. Tons of water on us. So we have 4 fishing tackle. Awesome. Alright. So the end of the day is coming. I just saw a cured rabbit pelt, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough yet. We're out of fuel. And I don't want to burn a match. So okay. Got a lot of meat here still. We could bring these rabbit pelts with us, or we could return. So let's get a fire going because I want to see how much we're gonna make a fire so that we can make a torch. And we're gonna carry the torch around in there to see how much stuff is ready. There we go. So we'll throw that on the fire. Take ourselves a torch. Let's take a look in case we have. Okay. Okay. So we don't have enough to craft anything yet. I mean, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rabbit skins, so like we could if we wait this out. We've got 2 ready, and the next one is at 80%. We have 1 deer and 1 wolf, and these guts aren't ready as well. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna leave all this stuff. We can bring the cured ones with us, just because, but we'll leave the rest here and we'll come back for them next. This survival bow, we're gonna bring with us. We're gonna leave the rest of this stuff here, and we'll just remember that we've got a lot of gear here. We can leave this as well. We'll leave all of this stuff. But yeah, we'll bring what we have cured. And yeah. So we're gonna make our way back to the original camp. Throw that. Alright. Let's make our way, guys. I don't think we have any meat on us. We just have that. I think that that's okay. We can bring this as well. We'll bring, how much room we got? We got a little bit of room, so we'll bring that with us. We brought the bow. We have the arrow. We have the snare. We have the guns. We have the ammo. So we'll head back. And we'll just remember that we've got stuff at Trapper's Island, Trapper's Homestead. We'll head back to the camp office. So we had 1 wolf and 1 deer pelt. We had a ton of cured guts, They're not cured yet, but they will be cured. What else did we have? Just the other rabbit ones. So we have four. I think we have a total now of 4 wolf skins curing in different locations. So we can either gather them all and eventually make ourselves a wolf skin coat, or we'll just end up killing them all again. Yeah, because I think we have some back in Coastal Highway as well, so I don't remember if we ended up picking up 1 or 2 there. But either way, we've got weapons to fight these wolves and deer to get the gear going. So I think one thing that I'd really love to do is once we've got a little bit better gear, because right now what we want is maximum warmth bonus. Like it's more important to sacrifice pretty much everything else. Maybe you can't carry around an extra like a hacksaw or a pry bar, but by having the highest warmth bonus, you can be a little bit more optimistic with a long-term trek from one region to another. And that's kind of what we're going for right now, because oh, for a second guys, I thought that was blood, and it's not. But anyways, what we're going for is the bonus, so that if we make a long-term trek, we don't have to worry about getting frozen. Mystery Lake seems to be a little bit warmer than Coastal Highway was, but I know that there are much more dangerous climates. These maps are pretty easy to navigate. And as we were saying before, now that we're getting set up with the weapons and good gear, I think we're gonna consider pushing into other regions now and make this interesting and find some new stuff. Explore new areas. I think that would be a lot of fun. But there's so much that we haven't done yet, and that's just so really so cool. Let's go see if that wolf is still there that we killed a couple days ago. I don't know if it will be. Have some water. We're going to be doing our longest stream today so far. We'll do over 3 hours. Sitting at 225 right now, still feeling pretty good. Making a lot of progress in the long dark. Having a lot of fun. We've talked about a lot. So, nighttime's actually coming, so this is perfect. We're gonna make it back to the camp. Be able to sleep, start a new day, do some fishing, collect some oil, fill our lantern. So this is where our previous fire was. Take the charcoal from that. See, that was a long burning fire, and we got 7 charcoal from that one. So this direction, guys, that we're looking right now, I'm pretty sure somewhere in that direction is where we're gonna find the preppers. I don't know if it's preppers hideout or something like that. It might be called something different. I might be thinking of a different location. That wolf is still there. Oh, okay. I'm actually quite surprised I'm still able to harvest this much meat from him, so nothing has picked away at his bones. One thing though is, yeah, I did take the... We're gonna just get as much meat from that guy as we can. Should drop this meat out here. You guys know how I do it. Oh wow, look at how low the percentage is though. So we want to cook this. We want to cook that meat. It's rancid. It's almost bad. And we did bring... If we sleep 2 hours, that gives us yeah, okay, this is what we're going to try and do right now. We're going to have a fire. We're going to use accelerant because we've got some and we might as well get it going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cedar firewood. This is why we carry stuff. And use what you're given in this game. So we're going to cook this meat. Gonna eat that. So now this should have probably, yeah. So that boosted it by 3%. Okay. That's okay. Nothing to be too concerned about. We're just gonna cook this meat off. We're gonna cook 4 pieces. So now that it's cooked again, guys. Oh. Surprisingly enough, I think it's because our cooking is still quite low in terms of level, but that only brought that meat percentage up 50%. But I think once you get a higher level, it brings the condition of the cooked meat up much higher. I don't want to sleep too much or be awake too much into the night because we don't want to screw up our sleep schedule for tomorrow. But just trying to make use of what we can right now. Getting a lot of experience for cooking, which is going to help. Awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Nina, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. We're doing very well. How are you? Just playing some Long Dark on Stalker. Stalker mode. Nice to have you come by. We're just cooking up some wolf meat that we killed a couple days ago. Drop this meat down. Have some water. Yeah, of course. We saw, are you following us? Oh, that's awesome. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate that, Nina. That's awesome. We just started streaming a few days ago, but we're having a lot of fun with it, so. Oh, that's awesome. Well, yeah, come by anytime. We play this quite often. Try and provide as much insight about the game as we can. And we try and make this a fun experience. So, we'd love to have you anytime you're around. Make some water. I don't have a can, that's right. We'll finish this piece of meat off. Drop that. And let's have a good night's sleep. I'll take a torch. Yeah, that's awesome. I love watching streams as well. That's actually what got me into this. Alright, so we should be able to sleep for like a long time. We'll have a little bit of this just so we don't dip into our condition too much. Sleep for 10 hours if we can. Yeah. Is Long Dark what you typically watch? You love to watch Long Dark streams? Yeah, that's awesome. It's a very it's an incredible game. It's an incredible game. So we're going to be doing some fishing today. Gonna be catching our first couple fish on stream. We'll bring our cooking pot because that'll be helpful when we're cooking the fish. So we'll head down. I think I picked up, yep, we have those rabbit. We've got a wolf skin. We've got a cured deer. Awesome. So we'll just drop these here. Gotta find the sweet spot. There we go. Awesome. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, we appreciate that. It's pretty cold. Pretty cold today. But we will catch some fish. Get a nice fire going. Okay. Okay, so do I have some wood? I don't have wood, so we'll grab some wood. Get ourselves set up in here. Don't need this anymore. But we can throw that pot on here. Got some deer out here. No wolves. No wolves yet. It's kind of nice. Just looking for some wood. We might be better off actually getting one of the fishing huts closer to one of the cabins. So I think there's more wood back along over there. So pick that one up, pick this up, and we'll head down over here. Okay. Now we can grab some logs here. It's cold, but it's not too bad, so we should be fine. We'll grab some more. The sound effects in this game are just so incredible. I think I saw a bear down there. Yep, there's a bear in the far distance there. But we shouldn't have to get too close to him, so we'll be okay. I think we'll take the fishing hut with the door on it. Grab a couple cattails here, have some food. Yeah, we'll get a fire going, so I'm not too worried about being cold right now. So I think this fishing hut here will be perfect for us. So we can take shelter there at night, we can sleep. And we'll level up our fishing a little bit. That bear is kind of close, but I think he'll leave us alone if we're in here, so. Darn. I haven't found a whole lot of matches. I mean, I guess we've got quite a bit still, so maybe not too much. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. We might not have a good chance to start that fire using that cinder log. But we could get lucky. We were close. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Alright, we got the fire started. Throw some more sticks in there. Throw the torch in. Cook some tea. Why not? Alright. Now we're warming up quite nicely in our little shelter here. Make some water while we wait. Put another log on that. And let's crack this bad boy open. Now, I don't know if there's one that's quicker than the other. I usually use a pry bar, or I think we'll use the axe. Takes a little while to crack through this ice, but we got it. Got some water. And we'll be able to, if we just put some more wood on this fire, we can fish for a longer amount of time. So almost 5 hours of fishing. Have a little bit of food. And we'll fish for 4 hours. Our fishing line snapped there, but we do have 3 extras still, so. Pick that water up. Let's try fishing again. Alright, so we got our first fish ever on stream. Fresh lake whitefish. 530 cals. 2 pounds. And we've got another one. So fishing, once you get started, it goes quite well. Just listening for that fire. We got 12 minutes left on that fire. We're just gonna keep going, I think. We're gonna start cooking some of this fish. 36 minutes until it's ready, so we'll fish for an hour. Cook another fish. We got another hour, so we'll fish for another hour, guys. Alright. We're gonna take a torch. Oh, we can't take a torch. And we don't have any fuel to add to it. But we should have got some lantern fuel now that we cooked some of those fish. So we're gonna drop these fish that aren't cooked, and we're gonna cook them tomorrow. We've got 2 lines left, so not too many. I think we get those hooks back though. No, we don't. If you break the line, yeah, that makes sense. The fish would take it. Okay. So that's what we're working with right now. Gonna have some water. We're gonna fill up our lantern a little bit just to get us back to the cabin so we can have a sleep. Actually, I mean, we're still warm in here. Like, if we wanted to sleep in here with the sleeping bag, that's a possibility as well. But I think we've got some simple tools as well back at Trapper's Homestead. So we're gonna be back here. We're gonna be back here tomorrow. We'll eat a nice size fish there. And we've got another one for tomorrow that we can have. But let's get ourselves back. Leave the door open so we know where we're going. Now, I think we got a cabin just that direction there, but I think it's also on this direction. We ran that time just to get us back to the cabin quick and to also burn off some extra energy. Because it's middle of the night. We want to get a nice, good sleep in. Looking at shelves and crates. Where can we find ourselves a bed? Am I even facing the right direction? Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright, guys. We've got enough food on us here. We're gonna sleep for 10 hours, guys, and I'm just gonna take a quick 2-minute break, guys. I will be right back. we're back. We are back. Now, just want to pop back in here. Here we go. Have some water here. So we're in the cabin. We just slept when we started fishing. So we'll fish until we break the other 2 lines. Gonna have to get ourselves some more wood, so we'll do that before we do anything else. Lots of wood out here. Keeping an eye on our temperature gauge, but we're doing good. We're cold now, but we're gonna start a fire, so we'll be okay. And we'll get back to fishing. Now that bear is quite close to that fishing hut we were gonna be in. Guys, I'm starting to wonder if it makes sense to try taking out this bear. Do we want to try fighting that bear? We've got a decent amount of ammo. I think we've got 8 shots there. We've only got 2 shots for the revolver. We're carrying all those shell casings too. I think the revolver shell casings are. Did I not pick them up? I made a mistake, everybody. I did not pick up the revolver cases. For some reason I thought it was when you reloaded. They popped out though. I think they're in there still. But I can't eject them. Yeah, I don't think that I can eject them. Unload. Okay, so I think that would work. I think that would unload and give me all the casings back. But we'll find out soon enough. Let's have a little bit of food. It's midday. That bear is probably still around. Do we have a book to read? Not on us. I think I might do it. I think this is a good decision. The weather is really, really crazy out here, but if that bear is still close, we might take a shot on him. Even if we get 1 shot on him, if this is where he usually is, the only thing is if I want to move back that direction, that's really slow, so I gotta figure out when I get a shot on him, where am I gonna go? Can I take shelter in this? If I shoot him once, I don't know what happens in that case, guys. If I shoot him once and I take shelter in this ice fishing hut, can he get through this door? You know what I mean? We're warming up a little bit. We're gonna start a fire. We're gonna use the accelerant because we want to be quick. Put a bunch of fuel in the fire. We're gonna cook some of this fish. We're gonna eat. And we're warming up really nicely by the fire here. Hey, let's go. We're warming up really nicely. Guys, we're gonna try it. It's part of the adventure. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. When we take a shot on this bear, I don't know if he's gonna be able to get through this door or we can use it as protection. See, I think I would have hit him there. We don't want to have to run too far back to the cabin because he's probably going to be quite quick. I gotta remember that I dropped that. He's running away. We shot him twice. I gotta find that other shell casing, guys. Where did I make that other? There it is. Nope, that's blood. There it is. We hit him twice, guys. We need to get that bear. We need that pelt. So we're gonna warm up by the fire real quick. And now we've got something to do. He's gonna be bleeding pretty badly. I don't know how long it's gonna take for him to bleed out, but we shot that bear twice. Lots of blood. We didn't get attacked, which is awesome. So we're gonna have to find that bear now. He ran that direction. So I don't know if he's just gonna keep running or if he'll come back. But we're gonna find that bear. But first we're gonna eat a beautiful piece of fresh fish. We'll start this one cooking. Actually, let's make some water. Take advantage of that. This is probably okay. So right now what we're trying to do is pass some time because he needs to bleed out. We want to find his body. We don't want to find him still alive. But it's crazy because once you get close enough, you can hear, if he's not dead, you'll hear him like panting. And you'll actually watch him die. Like I remember in my last playthrough, I remember watching, like following a bear until he bled out. So probably got about an hour, 2 hours. See if we can catch another fish. Another 42 minutes until boiled. Wow, we just caught, that's a really big fish, guys. 1,300 calories on that fish. We're gonna cook that one. Smallmouth bass, very big fish. Got a couple fish on us we want to drop. Maybe we'll aim for well-fed bonus before we go and try and take out where that bear went. Guys, there he is. There he is, guys. He's hurting. He's hurting a lot. He's real slow. He should be leaving a trail of blood. But he's gonna die on this ice somewhere. So we're just gonna have to keep our eyes open. But good to know that we didn't go that direction for him to come back here. So we're gonna be harvesting some bear. I think he actually might like bleed out quite soon. Those were 2 good shots. So we're gonna have to see here. Got an hour and a half and an hour there, so let's crack this ice open again. And let's see if we can grab some more fish here. Three minutes until burned. Oof, we got that off just in time here. We're gonna eat that whole fish, guys. We have not had this much food in our belly in a very long time. But we're looking for that well-fed bonus so we can carry more of that bear back. I think what you want to do is fish is you want to have them outside. So once again, you don't want to have... Guys, he died. Let's say a prayer for that bear. Thank you very much. You were going to feed us for a very long time. He's gone. What's the point of attack here? Do I have any extra wood on me? I've got 3. That gives me 3 hours to harvest them. Get enough time in the day. This worked out perfectly. Wow. This is fun. We've got ourselves a bear. Look at it, how meaty he is, guys. 35 kilos, 75 pounds of meat. In reality, I'm pretty sure he'd be a lot more, but I think that they gotta just do that for. You can't be getting 500 or like 200 kilograms of meat all at once, so. The goal here, he bled out. Yeah, we came back and we saw that he, we took a break from fishing, saw him walking back onto the lake, and he bled out here. So it's warm enough, so I'm just gonna I want to make sure 100% that we're able to harvest that hide. The meat is important, the guts are not as important, but that hide that's huge. We're still warm, so what we want to do is... Actually, I think this is a really good thing to do. So we're going to quarter this. We're going to quarter this bear. And what it does is it puts the meat in bags. Look at that. All the guts here. I actually didn't know that it worked like that, guys, so I might do that from now on. But now you can just pick up a stack of bear. Holy. Anyways, so we got a ton of meat, ton of everything on us. We got to get back to a cabin here. It's almost nighttime, so we're going to sprint our way back. Yeah, that's really cool that you can quarter them and bag them. I think it reduces the amount of carrying weight, but I could be wrong. Really cool, though. We've done a lot, guys. We've killed a couple of wolves. We haven't killed any deer, but we did kill a bear. Killed ourselves a bear. That's going to give us some serious protection. We're just going to drop this meat here, guys. We don't need to be carrying this into the cabin with us. Oh, now we can harvest the bag. Okay, that's really cool. So we'll harvest that while we've got a chance. Wonder if we get another boost for harvesting that. We do. Wow. It's a really high calorie count on bear meat for the weight, and I think it goes bad slower. But so we're just inside now. We want to drop all of these guts, guys, and drop that hide, because that hide takes a really long time to cure. We should have some more lantern oil from those fish that we cooked. Refuel. Yep. And now we're able to see in the dark again. There we go. Look at how big that bear hide is. That's so cool. Just gonna move it off of our cured guts here. Spread the stuff out a little bit. But those lines, like that right there, is 10 more fishing lines. Just gonna have to make a couple hooks by using scrap metal, but just even this alone here, guys, is gonna help us catch a lot more fish. Awesome. Turn that off. And yeah, we're good for food, so we can have a nice sleep for 10 hours if possible. I don't even know what day we're on, so this is going to be really cool to see how far we've made it so far. Day 16. Wow, that is really cool. We can sleep for 2 more hours, I think. Squeeze 2 more hours in here somewhere. Maybe possibly 3, might as well try. Just to push us a little bit more into daytime. And gotta find our way out of here. There we go. We should be waking up with the sun. Oh, it's cold. But we're gonna head back over to that bear. We're gonna pick up some more of that bear meat. So 2 shots brought down a bear within a couple hours. That would have taken forever with a pistol. Look at all of this meat, guys. That is a lot of meat. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and bring 2 back. Or 3 back, sorry. Yeah, I can imagine. So, you're carrying a lot of bear meat. That's really cool that we got ourselves a bear kill. Now we're gonna harvest that bag of bear. I think we're gonna have a cookout. Guys, it got really cold there. If I would have continued that, we could have had a bad time. So just harvest inside then. We're gonna drop all this meat outside. Look at that blizzard. Holy. Can't do much in that weather. Yeah, no kidding. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this time here and we're gonna sharpen. We're gonna sharpen up our tooling. That's good. Then we'll sharpen up the axe. Sounds like the blizzard is almost finished up. And we have half a day left still. These are all starting to cure. Yeah, so this takes quite a while. This takes 12 full days to cure. We're going to sharpen the rest outside. Just want to avoid cabin fever if possible. We haven't run into contact with that yet. But if you can be outside, you're not going to freeze. If you've got something to do and you can do it outside. Keep your guy happy. Do we have more wood on us? We do. We have 3 things. But we don't have any sticks. So I'm just gonna get a fire started before I go and grab another bag of that bear meat. I'm just gonna start cooking some of that bear meat, so I'm doing a couple things at once. Anytime you can multitask and make use of your day, you should. Alright, so what do we got going on here? I think we need to make a tinder plug. I have to double check that we still need those, because it might be to the point now where we've leveled up fire enough that that isn't necessary. Now we do still need the tinder plug. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to having a better success rate with fire. But if it was super easy to just do everything in this game, it wouldn't be fun if you had no chance of dying. I'm really excited about that bear kill still. Get some sticks on there. Get that on there, and let's get cooking. So that's going to be cooking for 1:20. Head back over, we'll grab another 2 bags. So mainly right now we're working on leveling up our cooking. We did a little bit of leveling up for our fishing, our rifle. Made a lot of good progress today. Looks like there's quite a bit of meat left. The wolves, as soon as they saw this bear was dead, they left. Can I do 3 bags? It's too slow. So they're creating an item in this game, hopefully, in the DLC, that it's like this sled that you can pull around, and you can put the gear in the sled so you can just carry more weight. Obviously it slows you down quite a bit, but it's like this, it's actually like a really cool idea. It's like this thing that you can drag behind you to carry more items. That fire is awesome. I'm gonna grab 2 more bags regardless of how many is over there. And we made use of that entire bear. So we want to do that whenever we can. Let's make use of the entire animal. So there's 3 bags, we'll leave 1. Maybe wolves will eat it, maybe not. But we have more than enough meat. So level up cooking. It's so cool to see the glow of a campfire from this far away on the cabin. That's actually, I love that. That's so cool. It's even cooler at night. Just big bags of bear meat. Holy. Alright. 36 minutes. That's okay if it goes a little bit past. We've got cooking up to level 3 already, guys. That campfire is about to go out though, unfortunately. Ooh, come on. Just gonna cut up this bag of meat. Okay. We just harvested an entire deer. No, not deer. Bear. Deer, beer, bear. An entire bear. It's a lot of bear steaks. That's a cool sky color. Now, eat some bear. Have some water. Okay. What is the plan? Do I have a spray can on me? Beautiful. Can I put a big thing on here? Oh, this can is empty? You have no spray paint cans. Oh, okay. So I don't actually have spray paint on me. Okay. So would I have one back? We're gonna run back to the camp office. We're gonna sleep in the camp office tonight. I'll bring back a spray paint can and spray that. Unless I want to carry the bear pelt with me right now and leave the meat here. It's probably a better idea. So we're gonna have to remember all that bear meat is here. I was hoping to cook more of that though. I guess there's nothing stopping us from, like, we can come back at any time. Yeah, so we're gonna bring what I just picked up back to the camp office. And we'll sleep there. I'm having a lot of fun with this. We haven't been over there yet. I think there's rabbits and deer. We can see how much we've cured everything since. So I don't think we've been to the camp office in a little while now. We can take a look and see what kind of equipment we have in the in that shelving unit as well. Yeah, this guy is so cool. Make it back in time just for another good night's sleep. Is this all cooked? Moldy cooked meat. Gonna have to see what we have for drink options. But let's get this bear pelt down. And all of these guts. Spread them out. You don't need to spread them out, but let's spread them out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we've got... Wow, that's maxed out. Well, so we can take some time, but do some repairing. All of this stuff is cured now. Okay, so we're going to be able to do a lot, I think. Yeah, we're going to be able to do a lot now. First things first. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we've got some books. This is for cooking. So just carry those right now. There's a little bit of daylight left. I don't think we're going to be able to read a full chapter, but let's just see if we have any progress on any of these books. This book is done. Okay. This book we haven't started. Should be able to get a full hour.
Like something is sapping my energy.
Yep. Oh, looks like we might be going through an Aurora event. Must just be starting. Because that radio's going off, that usually means that... Just gonna look outside really quick, because this is always really cool to see. Not an Aurora yet, but there might be an Aurora tonight. Do you get a bonus? I don't know if you actually get anything for the Aurora. It just allows you to get into particular places that would otherwise be locked. Alright, let's have a night's sleep here. I don't have any water though. Dang it. Do I not have any water somewhere? I do. I have to. And then we're gonna craft. Yeah, the Aurora is happening right now. Obviously we slept through it, but it did happen. Day 17. It's like first thing in the morning here. We're gonna do a little bit of I wonder if we can read. Is it too dark to read? The only reason why I tried is because we do see some sunlight in the top right corner. But it's still a little bit too late. Now we could probably read. So it takes quite a bit of time depending on what item you're trying to craft. Do I have more lantern oil somewhere? That's why fishing is going to be super important, because it's nice to really have a good stash of lantern oil. It's just super helpful. Yeah, so I'm out of water. I don't want to have to use a flare right now. So, okay, we've got enough light now. So come over here. Let's pick up these cured saplings and this cured gut, and let's see what we can do. So we can make some arrow shafts. We can't make the full arrow though, because we don't have arrowheads. And I think you can only make arrowheads at a particular place in this game. That's what makes arrows so rare. But the nice thing is, like, as you shoot arrows, they drop in condition. especially if you miss your target. But you can, if the arrow breaks, you can take the arrowhead off and reuse them on new arrows. So once you make arrowheads, you can have them forever. You just have to make new shafts. So we do have more than the one cured gut. There should be more cured guts around here somewhere. These aren't cured yet. I might be wrong. No, there's some here. So we can make a bow, but we have one. So I'm curious to see. Yeah, I think there's only the one spot where you can go and make a forge. I thought you could repair a bow, but it doesn't look like you can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bow. So it takes 5 hours to make it. Doesn't have to be all at once, but we're gonna do it all at once. Start with 3 hours.
All I could think about is food.
I don't know if you have to have any. Okay, so you can craft even if you're hungry or thirsty. We've crafted a bow. We made ourselves a bow. So in this case, we're gonna take our good bow and we're just gonna leave this one here just in case. I wish this was a little bit easier to place, but it isn't. I don't want to just like put it on the ground either, because like I might forget about it. So I'll just put it here, and then we'll make some more lines with the cured gut. Do I have more scrap metal? We're gonna make some hooks. So we make all these hooks. Make these lines. Now we can make arrow shafts. We can make 9 of them. An hour and a half. Let's do it. Put these arrow shafts in there. We can repair our equipment now, if it's necessary. But it all looks like it's in pretty good condition. So we just repaired our long johns there. We'll repair these ones as well. I think we might have failed that time. Let's try again. We have to see if there's something we can break down to make some cured leather. Let's see what we got. Do we have anything we can break down for cured leather? I don't think we can. I think the ski jacket should just be. I mean, we can take a look. I don't want to have to waste a ski jacket for it, but yeah, it's only cloth. So there's no point in destroying a good item like that just for some cloth. So we'll put that back up on there. Is that floating? That's floating a little bit. What else can we craft? Can we craft anything else? I'm gonna use this torch. One, two cured wolf pelts. There's our black bear. Okay. That's good for now. So we need 4 wolf pelts. I think we're gonna hunt some deer next time. But I think this is where we're gonna call it, everybody, for our 3rd stream. 4th stream. 3rd for Long Dark. But this was a very successful stream. Very, very successful stream. We killed a couple wolves, we killed a black bear, found ourselves a bow, found ourselves a revolver, crafted a bow. We have a lot of stuff curing, we have a ton of meat. We leveled up some of our skills. Let's take a look at our skills here. We're on day 19. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, our skills 3, 2, almost 2, almost 2, 2. We haven't done any archery yet, so we're gonna be trying that again. Mending is leveling up. And we've got to start on our gunsmithing and our revolver. So we're doing quite well, guys. It was a lot of fun. I had a really good stream. We've discovered 46 locations. Wow. Traveled 54 kilometers. We spent 7 days in Coastal Highway and 11 days in Mystery Lake. So we're just gonna sleep to save the day here. We'll eat this piece of bear meat because we have it and we've got a ton of it, so why not? Have a can of pop. And we're gonna sleep and sleep and end the day. We hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please come back anytime. We'll be here playing more of the Long Dark. From all of us at Friendly Frenzy Games. Peace.